Hello everyone, g'day. My name is Sunil and I'm from Alpha Wallet. I look after the product and ecosystem for our company. And for those of you who don't know us, we are the providers of a free and open sourced Ethereum wallet called Alpha Wallet in both iOS and Android. Um, Even though we are wallet providers at this point of time, our vision is to enable frictionless market for everything, be it tangible or intangible assets, or whether it's fungible or non-fungible assets. Um, so our core philosophy is that blockchain is good for two things. One is as a store of value where you can keep your assets. And the second thing is as a place where you can define the rules of transaction for these assets. And in order to leverage any of these functionalities, you have to first tokenize the asset. So tokenization is the very first step of using blockchain, and it's also the very first step on creating the frictionless market that we want to create. There are some very friction, I would not say friction free markets where there is very less resistance. But even today, if you think about it, if you have to sell anything on Amazon, you first have to list it yourself, you have to get authorized, and only then you can trade goods over there. But what if you want to sell the future cash flow of your business? Or what if you want to sell right to your IP? It's not possible, right? So we envision to a world where tokenizing anything of value is easier than selling on Amazon. So that's what we are going towards. And we believe that tokenization is really crucial in it. And in order to enable that future, we have created two components. One is our open sourced wallet. It's been adopted by the community by both small project and large enterprises. There are around 72 folds of our wallets, and it's increasing day by day. The other component that we have developed is called TokenScript. It's a framework, it's an open source framework for creating rich and native tokens on both mobile and web platforms. So combining both of these components, we have done several tokenization projects, and we have been one of the very first wallets to support non-fungible tokens with our CryptoKitties. So without much introduction, I'm going ahead and I will take you through a couple of tokenization projects that we have done already. Also a few things that are very relevant to the businesses today, and also show you a pathway on something that we are working for 2021. So the very first real world asset that we tokenized was tickets for FIFA World Cup in Russia 2018. And you can see the screens there. These are the native renderings of FIFA tickets on Alpha Wallet. As you can see, it's rich. It has got the QR code that you can scan at the gate. Also, it can be easily listed on OpenSea for anyone to make you an offer and buy the ticket. But also, you could sell the ticket using a magic link. And essentially, magic link is a shareable link, and anybody could open that link in a dApp browser and pay the money that you have quoted and claim the ticket. And this thing can be done without you knowing the address of the buyer. So this was done in 2018. We tokenized about 50 VIP tickets on Ethereum. So that was our very first step. And as we did a few more of these type of projects in 2019, and we were trying to go big on 2020. But hey, you know what happened to big ticket events in 2020, right? So we did a few other things, and one of the notable things there was that we tried to tokenize car keys into Ethereum. And this was before Apple announced that they are going to include car keys as part of their digital wallets. So, which was a validation that we were moving in the right direction. And we don't believe that as a car owner that you should lock your car keys into the ecosystem of a particular operating system or another. You should be freely be able to do anything that you wish to transfer or list your cars anywhere in the internet possible. So what we essentially did here was that we tokenized the car using their VIN or a vehicle engine number as the unique identifier. We created car tokens there, and from these car tokens, we minted car keys for the owners. So the owners who had the car keys were able to access the car information, such as the car location, using their wallets. Now, we did this work with a very modern, innovative car company, a EV car company, who has a really mature telemetric system that captures most of the car's data and pushes it onto a cloud real time. So this was a really good pairing to get this digital native car onto a blockchain ecosystem. And even though this piece of work was limited around accessing the car keys or car's location, it essentially proved that you could do much more on blockchain. You could integrate it to other services such as financing, insurance, or car registration, maintenance, or also you could fractionally own a car or lend or rent your car uh, for a set period of time, all through your wallet. So all of this is possible with the current technologies. But as you would know, the market is not really mature there, and hopefully we would get it onto the market sooner rather than later. But moving on to something else that we did today and is implemented in production today with one of our clients. So for this client, which is a e-commerce platform combined into a financial ecosystem, the customer provides a really big marketplace for its users. And when you combine financial services, most of you enterprise customers would be very aware of the fact that the regulators are really stringent, and you would have to do KYCs on all your customers. Now, there are many number of solutions that provide KYC verifications, but a user would have to go through these KYC verifications multiple times, and these KYC transactions cost a bit of money. So we thought, what could we do in addition to that? And what we set up was to create attestations at the time of identity verification. So what these identity verifications would enable us to do was to prove these various claims associated with the identity, such as first name, last name, address, nationality, and date of birth, and capture that verified information and store that in their user's wallet. The user can expose these claims in many different forms for multiple purposes. And using this KYC, the customer was able to onboard the existing users to a separate business of theirs, a exchange, without doing KYC additionally. And also, we are working on to create solutions that would enable privileged access for these users in this private blockchain ecosystem, just by using attestations. Now, let me move on to something that we are where we are taking the attestations a step further, and something that we will be implementing in 2021, hopefully for one of the biggest blockchain conferences that there is. So this system is a attestation-based ticketing systems. Yes, we are going back to our roots and betting that in 2021, things could be different. But the real challenge that we are trying to solve here is the fact that blockchain transactions, especially on Ethereum, can be really expensive, and we are trying to bring down the costs associated with putting the ticket on chain, but at the same time providing the benefits of it and providing the choice to the users to create a non-fungible token out of it, or to interact with the dApps using the same cryptographic proofs that underlie blockchain. So in this system, there are two parts to it. There are two attestations. One is a ticket attestation in box number 2, which is created by the ticket issuer, linking the ticket buyer's email into this attestation. And this is distributed to the user as a web link, along with the ticket confirmation. When the buyer or the ticket holder clicks this attestation link, it will take you to a ticket web page. And what this ticket web page would do, in addition to showing the normal information, is that it would also create a ticket attestation cookie, and would store that in the browser cache. Now, the good thing with this solution is that the QR code and scanning part would all remain as it is, so that there is no impact whatsoever around the check-in processes or refunds and things like that. But at the same time, when the user opens or tries to access the functionalities of this ticket through a dApp, the user still would have the choice to access it. So once the ticket attestation is in the ticket holder's browser cache, whenever they access a dApp, they will be able to see the ticket number, and they would also have the option to a privileged access or privileged actions such as voting. Now, if they have to vote, and if they have not had the second piece of the attestation, which is the email attestation just yet, they would be asked to verify a code which is sent to the email. Very standard, right? We would do it all the time whenever we sign up to a new service. So once you do that, there would be a email attestation generated. And this email attestation can be generated by any of the trusted partners, and essentially proves that this user had access to a specific email at a specific point of time. And when you have the ticket attestation, which already contains the email details of the ticket buyer, and when you have the second piece, which is the fact that the user also had access to this particular email, combining them both together, you can validate that the user is a valid ticket holder. Now, in order to combine it all, the DApp browser can ask for the very final step, which is to send a transaction binding the wallet address or the Ethereum address to the ticket and getting the transaction on chain, or it can be a simple signature verifying that this address indeed has access to the authentic ticket, but it need not go on chain. And this is a choice that the solution gives to the dApp developers. So this brings down the cost around minting the ticket, and especially considering the current transaction fees, it can go up to 10% of the ticket value. So we can completely eliminate that. But at the same time, people who wants to create an NFT as a souvenir can pay the price and go to a portal, a website that would function very similar to this, provide the right details, ensure that they have both the ticket attestation cookie and the email attestation cookie. They can mint a token for themselves. So we hope that this is a approach that can be used in multiple use cases across industries to bring down the cost of adoption of blockchain on public networks such as Ethereum. So hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to tom.jose.sunil@alphawallet.com. Thank you so much for listening. Wishing you a great day ahead.